Alright, so please get to interrupts on your bar. I'm going to be calling a first interrupt and a second interrupt. Rel, Taiki, can you have Arcane Shock?
Yeah.
You are going to be responsible for cleansing the frenzy. So, Rel, you're going to cleanse the frenzy that appears after Group 1 interrupts. Taiki, you're cleansing the frenzy that appears after Group 2.
Like, do you mean purify or do you mean arcane shock? Like, we're purging or cleansing?
Purging.
Okay.
So, Arcane Shock is what I want you to do, and I want you to use it after the interrupt on the deck thumper.
Yeah, okay.
Do we need actual cleanses for anything in this?
No, I mean,
Okay.
we ran through this before, right?
I was not here.
Oh, okay. So, no, there are no cleanses. You're going to be Arcane Shocking, and it's after the interrupt occurs.
Okay.
And you need to hit both of the deck thumpers. They have giant cleaves, so make sure you stay clear of them.
We have to line it up so we hit both with one shot?
Correct.
Okay.
Both need to be cleansed after they're interrupted. They should be grouped. Alright, Tanks, it's on you.
Go ahead, Jim.
Playing in 3, 2. Okay,
Watch through.
They just are being dick.
1. That was 1, guys. I saw a lot of people from 2 throw. Okay, this is not going to work.
Are we setting it right?
Yeah, that's what. Nope. Or, I believe they reset if we go far enough.
Did something on your mic change?
Sometimes it uses the wrong mic, but it shouldn't be doing that.
It doesn't sound like your garbage, Mike.
It's just reverberating your desk.
Fan on?
Or like we can hear your keystrokes.
So they reset, but the missiles haven't stopped.
Well, they don't.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, no, the missile didn't go for the whole time. Can you hear me better?
Okay.
Better,
Yeah,
yes.
it's good.
No?
Well, I guess we'll see in combat.
It's about the same.
Alright, so Group 1 is Gun, Korg, Neff, Aiden, Wags, and Redacted. When Group 1 throws, only Group 1 should throw. We are not going to stack them together. We're going to separate them like we did before. So, JB, I want you to hold them to the side. Q, I want you to bring us friends.
Okay, do you want one deck thumper at a time, or do you want the little guys first?
Whichever is easier to pull. So,
Okay.
ideally we want to have all the little guys cleared because then we don't get knocked up in the air.
Okay, I can probably get all the little guys. We'll see. Incoming.
Just wait back here, guys. He's got.
Oh, I think you code read it. Got one little guy. Maybe. Nope.
They're just gonna
Resetting.
reset because I'm in the air.
I'm just gonna grab the 2 on the right side. Make this easy. Spot. Let me bring him.
Okay. Kill these monkeys. Slam quickly when you get knocked up in the air. Monkeys reset.
If you're getting it, you can also go into the air to save us.
Yeah, I think we should do it.
Then let him pull.
Oh, I thought I had him.
We don't want to trigger both of them casting. Not be DPSing right now.
Trying to get the monkey out. Oh, bastard. Give me a sec, Jimmy. I'm gonna try to get the monkey again.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, I hit him, but he ignored it.
Okay. He now casts that forever since you guys have been DPSing.
We're just gonna fight it?
Pull
Okay,
away
I got
so
him,
the
I got him,
cleaves
I got
are
him.
away. We have to interrupt. Like, we're not separating them anymore. Get them pulled so they're facing. Everybody on the bosses, DPS. Group 1, get ready.
They're resetting.
Right?
Good game.
Let's go step back real quick. Q, what are you doing? The cleave is also reduced a bit, which is nice. Okay, let's just DPS them here as a group. Separating them is not going to work. Group 1, get ready. One throw. We were knocked up.
There's two.
Alright, we'll get Lanfear in here. Q, I want you to pull the big guys on the left, and JB's going to pull the monkeys to the right.
Okay.
We're going to clear the monkeys, and then we should be able to kill the two deck thumpers together.
Oh, I thought you guys were saying dick thumpers, and I was like, yeah, these guys seem like jerks.
It wasn't just the initiate, somebody just needs to be close enough to be a target. Everybody should be over here on the right. JB's going to be getting the monkeys to us. Guys, everyone should be over here to the right. We're going to be killing the monkeys here on the right while Q holds the deck thumpers on the left.
Does the train store go right there? I can't remember.
Yeah, it takes you right outside. Alright. Come on, Q, it would be on you.
Medic healing set is so annoying. I hear the activation sound like every 3 seconds.
Is it like a constant whirring?
It's like a beeping noise.
Q, are you in Discord? Yes. Alright, Neff, can you throw on your tank gear? Okay, Neff, go ahead and grab. You're going for the deck thumpers, and JB is going for the monkeys, so Neff, you should be on the left. Okay. Go ahead and pull. Beautiful. Just drag him on. Drag him on.
You're gonna reset?
Maybe. Looks like they didn't. No.
It's just the thumpers then.
Re-engage them now. Maybe the monkeys won't reset.
That's it.
There they go.
Alright. I'm gonna stand next to you enough to try and eat the anti-grav.
Whoever gets it should jump. Save everybody else.
They're reset again.
Alright, just hold them to the left, the deck thumpers, and then we'll get the monkeys to the right. We'll clear the monkeys in the gauntlet. I don't know that that's going to fix the resetting either, though.
Damn it.
What do you think about just tanking them all as one pack?
The problem there is that the knockups are causing resets. And if we're all stacked, we're going to get knocked out.
Why would we stack?
Because you have, if you're DPSing them all as a clump, we're all going to be grouped.
Oh, we have range clears. There's no
We can have some people outside of the stack, but if the tanks are getting knocked up, it seems
Right, so, well, we have the advantage of an NG tank, so, like, I'll stand on the pack, and Jamie can stand off of it, and then in the event that I get targeted for the knockup, he can just code red get them all. We can switch back and forth like that. Might be what I just said. Did I disconnect from Discord? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you want us to do, Eli?
I assume he's thinking.
Oh, he's gone.
I was gonna say it might be like his most blissful logic wing ever.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I was talking that whole time. Yeah, let's 3-tank it, tank them in place, get them turned around. Let's try and maintain somebody on the ground that holds Ira.
I'll grab him.
One
Pulling
needs
in
to be ready to interrupt. Rel, you need to be ready to dispel.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Wait for him to get it turned around.
Back up, guys.
What are you doing? We were
Bring-
tanking them
wait.
in place. We were tanking
Why-
them in place.
Oh, why were we doing that? Well, okay, messed up happened while I was offline. I don't know why we would do that and risk the gauntlet here.
Because otherwise we risk the reset.
Reset. 1, go. Two, get ready. 2, go. Make sure the purge is out. Need to taunt. Got any tanks around? Anyone can throw them if you have. Yeah, so we're not moving them. Just get them turned around, get them grouped, and then we're gonna kill them like that.
This time, hopefully, we won't have invisible mystery missiles.
No.
Nope. Still got it.
They're definitely still there. So do you want to do 2 and 2 here, or what?
No, we're grouping and then killing.
Okay.
Try and get them together. We won't. Hold on. We are going to need to organize a collapse. Why did we pull here?
I don't think We anybody didn't. did it.
Oh, okay. Let's wait it up. Okay, here's that. Yeah, we're gonna have to organize somebody to strip and grip the riveters. Lanford, do you have power link?
Yep.
All right, then I'll carry the strip and grip.
Incidentally, when I disconnected, I lost control of my jetpack. Like, I still have the buff, I can't click it off, I can't refresh it or replace it, but I don't have the action bar ability.
Just leave.
Just
Hit
press T.
T, then come back.
I need to do that too.
Redacted, stop jumping for a second. Alright, feel free to keep jumping again. You make me nervous.
So bad.
Sorry, are you taking interrupts?
I have one, and the man.
Mylena, do you have one?
What, interrupt?
Yeah.
2.
Alright, so, or Mylena, throw with group 2, since I'm going to have to strip and grip this pack. I can't help with the traditional.
And so where do you want these tanked?
We're going to have them facing to the right towards the cannon.
Okay.
So yeah, just get them all facing the cannon, and then I'll grip in the Riveteer as best I can.
Okay. Ready?
There's no spacewalker here, so they won't throw us into the air.
Let them get a turn. Okay. Alright, the 8. 1.
Lagging it.
2. 3. It's quite possible I'm lagging. My latency's really high.
Yep.
Big red line drawn to Jamie right now is gonna make me die of a heart attack.
Red line.
Yeah, I have an add-on that draws line to people who are low on health.
Huh.
Should be easy enough to separate this pack.
We're separating. Just get them grip. We have
Okay.
Neff as our backup. Neff just
wanna-
try to stay off of the tanks.
Do you want them all
Hop in.
on the turret?
Yeah, facing the turret is going to be our
Okay.
plan.
Just in case.
Okay, I'm going to grip him in. Except I flew up right as my grapple went.
I'm gonna
Get
bring
ready
them
for
over to the
1.
Riveteer.
Ready 2.
Hey.
Two.
How about here?
For this one, JB can... So, Sayo, you said you had DMAP?
Yes.
Rel, can you take Void Slip and go with JB? JB, can you charge through to the back end and just gather up the Riveters? There's 3 Riveters behind.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure they have aggro on you. Rel is going to go with you and keep you alive. And then Q, I want you to take all 3 of these.
Are we gonna do the typing behind him, or the thing we're doing last time, where we went behind?
Well, we're not gonna do a summon or anything.
Am I slipping just to move through them, or?
Yeah, you're just trying to get through them so that you can keep JB alive. So
Okay.
you could also jump back, maybe. I don't know. And then Q, just keep them. Q, keep them face to the right, and then we're gonna try and just zerg them. We may have to separate this pack. We're group 1. You're interrupting on the first pound the deck. If I'm late because of latency, like watch the cast throw the end. We can't let them all start pounding.
Alright, I'm on the backside and I'm ready to go.
Okay. Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Watch the clears.
What?
Interrupt. We need a cleanse.
Facing south. Watch it, guys.
2. Positioning is off. I think we may use the summon in the future. We'll summon through. If anyone who can throw.
Double kill.
Pick it up, oh god.
No one's gonna throw. Okay.
I don't think there's anyone that has.
There's like 8 people up.
Yeah, but we had called a throw just 10 seconds prior.
Oh no, there's only 3 left.
I forgot.
About 2.
Is there either resetting threat on me, or I'm just not generating any?
I don't think they actually have a threat table that they reliably use.
Maybe because they're...
Also, if you have any spells that, like, go through things, they stop when they hit a shield. I am not able to generate anything when I hit a shield.
Okay, let's
Yeah, because they're just resetting threat on me.
let's just reset this. We'll summon behind. Like having everybody stand in the middle of that rocket barrage was just cancer.
I don't even think you need to summon.
Life and death.
You can just run through.
You could, but I'm here, and it's done.
Yeah, no, I know.
Take something, please.
Oh, but I don't think you and...
Yeah. Stalker,
Well,
you gotta come back.
No, they're gonna be running forward and grabbing.
That.
Okay.
Get back.
It's okay,
just let 'em
Get back, get back.
Just let 'em reset.
Alright, so Q, I want you to gather them up on the leftmost riveteer, and then Jamie, just try to point the 2 right riveteers to the right.
Left is you're facing, or left is I'm facing?
West.
Okay. So have them stuck on the west side. Got it. And then, Sayo, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna try to face them that way. And you want me to get all 3 deck thumpers, right?
Yeah, deck thumpers, get them slightly behind the cannons, pretty much try to place them on top of the western riveteer.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Ready?
And then JB's gonna try and keep the eastern riveteers occupied.
Okay. Alright, pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Try and get them facing a bit more on us. Okay, we look good.
Are you tagging?
Okay, get ready. 1 is soon. 1 go.
Why isn't my interrupt going? Oh, I'm lagging.
2 is soon. 2 go. Three soon. There's no 3. Throw if you have any against.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Ending in the shield 8 by K-check.
Can somebody throw an interrupt at the Risen Privateer? Just needed 1.
Can throw 1 in just a second.
Ammo grapple's done now. I tried them. Just kill them separately.
What happens if you stand in the middle of the turret?
Assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just constant threat drops.
That's why there's turrets. It seems like really awkward way to end these encounters. It's just to kill.
The animation is really sloppy on there.
It's just, yeah.
There's like no intermediary frames, they just kind of explode from one to the other.
It's not even a Michael Bay explosion animation or nothing.
You gotta have the sound effect to go with it too.
We're 2 tanking. It's going to be JB and Q. So JBQ, you know when you need to use your taunts. It's going to be after hook shots. The two of you need to stack directly on top of each other. The tank that does not have aggro needs to use a taunt for the duration of the shred, which is the big pounding animation that he does. It's going to be splitting damage between the two of you. The main tank is going to have stacks of shred, which will be reducing his mitigation, and so we need the taunt DR to protect him.
How often does the shred happen?
38 seconds.
Who's that time? May I have a oil shift, please, or is it still not on the PTR?
And it's 38 seconds, and you're only doing it when you're the off tank. You're going to switch with that mechanic. Just make sure that you don't intim on top of the taunt. So do the taunt as soon as the taunt wears off. Do the intim.
My taunt isn't intim, so that's fine.
Code Red doesn't intim.
Yes, it does.
What? Okay.
Yes, it does.
So yeah, just make sure that you pick up aggro at the end of the taunt. And then you're going to be holding them until the next cycle. When you're holding them, you're going to have to deal with flamethrowers. Their specific positioning. We're going to be having you start by facing west. So over here to the right. And what's going to happen here is we're just going to DPS them down. You're going to have them facing west. You're going to get hook shot. You're going to get shredded. Then Squirg are going to start forming. DPS are going to be DPS and healers are going to be bringing the Squirg over here, where I'm jumping now, far west edge. We're going to be planting Squirg along this western line, and then as we overflow, we're going to keep going clockwise around. So we're going to keep planting Squirge in a clockwise fashion, filling up to about here. So basically, it needs to be where this double line is, or further back. So fill in as best you can, but do not come any closer than this this double gold line, or this double banded line. Then flamethrower is going to happen. Flamethrower happens pretty quickly after the Squirg come out, so we're only going to be able to plant a few right behind you. You need to take the flamethrower, hit all of the Squirg that are right there, and then you're going to rotate counterclockwise to clear any Squirg in the other direction. This first time it's not going to matter. We're going to continue placing Squirg in a clockwise direction. Once we've taken care of all of the Squirg, then everybody's going to rotate. So then tanks, you're going to come over here, where I'm jumping now, and you're going to face in this direction. And it's the exact same plan. DPS are going to start putting Squirg over here and then going clockwise. This time, though, when you get flamethrower, you're going to have Squirg to clear counterclockwise. So you're going to blast all the Squirg that we were able to place quickly, and then you're going to go counterclockwise and get all of the Squirg in this direction. So
if the DPS group is moving clockwise when they're placing and the flame jet comes out and they're moving counterclockwise, where should the DPS group move to get out of the way? Should they just go around the
clockwise. DPS healers are always going clockwise.
Aren't we going to intersect the flame jet?
Flame jet is going to be pointed, the tanks are static, so we're going to be trying to place Squirg right where the flame jet's going to be. As soon as the flame jet timer comes out, we're going to get out of the way. We're going to start putting Squirg past that, and then tanks are going to clean everything where they're positioned, and then they're going to move counterclockwise. So there's no way that you're going to be in the way because you're moving clockwise, they're moving counterclockwise. So...
Well, we're going to meet up. Like, what's the length of the flame jet?
You're not going very far.
Is the flame jet like a short length?
Flame jet is a 45-meter cone with an arc length of like 30 degrees. Yeah, it's the cast duration. It looks like they bumped it from the video today, but when we tested, it was 2 seconds.
I'll probably have to see it, but yeah, if like we're going counter and they're going, and if we're going clockwise, they're going counter, that would mean an intersection. But unless we both followed the same, because we're already on opposite sides.
So if you look at the sheet that has a diagram of our strategy, you can see we're going to be in 2 pie slices, and the tanks are going to be in another 2 pie slices. So we're going to be nowhere near each other. So.
Okay, I got to check the sheet out then.
So the flamethrower does not last that long, and we're not moving that quickly. So there's no way that we're going to intersect this. So our goals for tonight are to get handling the Squirg down, and then see if we can't trigger the mid phase. There are a few things that I want to test. Specifically, we need to get exact tooltips for some things. Tanks, when you get hit by the flamethrower, I need the exact tooltip text of the debuff that you get.
Okay.
When the Chaos Orb spawns, first of all, I want to see if it spawns directly on a player. If it does, we need to look at the damage that you took. So if you have a Chaos Orb spawn directly on top of you, please mention it so that I can look and see what damage you took and from what IDs. Finally, I want to confirm whether or not the Chaos Tether is a /kill. So Sio, if you can get mending on everybody who's inside of a Chaos Orb, and then have somebody break it, I want to see if they get saved.
Alright, I'll try.
Alright, so right now let's just try and get the positioning down. So everybody should be right over here. We're just to the left of the tanks. We're gonna, Silas, I've discussed this with Silas, we're gonna have raid core lines that are drawing pie slices so that we know which pie we're supposed to be in. So we're starting off to the side here, and then Q's gonna be facing due west. If you get Squirg, you're gonna be trying to place them directly behind the tanks in this band here that I'm walking in. So it's gonna be a fair bit of movement, get them placed. As soon as the flamethrower goes out, you need to get out of the way to the left and then just keep placing the Squirgs in this band. Alright. Seeing is going to be a lot better than talking, so let's go ahead. Do it.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
And Squirg will be fairly soon. They're a health trigger, pretty sure. I was too close for that. I took one.
So boss mods has you don't have boss mods, really?
Okay, figure it out. Kite him behind the tanks.
If you have him, hit him.
Tanks should not be moving.
You can get thread on him. I don't remember how.
You have to stand on top.
Close, just being close. Okay, flamethrower is going to be soon. Get out of the way.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just got space fire.
Okay, so I need people to stop hitting him and get the Squirg away. So the Squirg were exploding there. If we don't get the Squirg kited out and then pop, they're going to kill the raid. So next pull we're going to do is going to be a no damage pull. I want everybody to focus on getting the squirg placed in the right places. Then you can figure out how to do damage while doing that. So we're gonna step forward. We're gonna do damage until squirg spawn, and then I'm gonna call a stop. And you need to figure out how to get the squirg to the right spot.
When we were talking about the positioning earlier, or the movement, I thought the tanks and the DPS were swapped. That side didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, no, we're one slice clockwise. Ideally, if we can get all the squirg placed before the flamethrower, that would be great, because then we can spend all the rest of the time DPSing. So literally, we need to stop, get everything placed, and put the squirg behind the tanks. So that was interesting, though. You said you got Spacefire, Jamie?
Yes.
That's the flamethrower.
That was after the flamethrower or before? I heard him talking about it before.
The flamethrower applies a dot.
Yeah, that's what it's.
Oh, Spacefire. Okay, then that's expected. I want to get the exact text on that. Oh, okay, good. All right, let's step forward. We're going to do DPS until squirg spawn, and then everybody stops. Tanks, it's on you.
Going in 3, 2, 1.
They're squared, stop. Okay, let's get them placed. Get them behind the tank, stop them.
That's not behind the tank, but
You guys are
okay.
squishing
Well,
the turret.
yeah, you only squish behind the tanks. Okay, flamethrower is going to be soon. Just flamethrower, get out of the way.
That's brutal if you're caught in it.
We need a better time.
4, 3,
Also need healing
1.
still, please.
So healers need to stay focused on tanks. DPS should be the ones that are getting the squirg. Squirgs still haven't been handled. This is an opportunity where you can be a hero. Like, if you stand next to the squirg, it will aggro the nearest player. So if you see a squirg out there, just go step on it, and then start dragging it where it needs to go.
Beware.
Does smashing the squirg apply a buff?
Yes.
Yep. It's something that we we're going to want to worry about spreading, but it's their way of encouraging DPS to do the mechanics. If you get it, you get a huge DPS bump.
Just in case.
It's like a minute long, I think.
Yeah. So like, get your squirg to where it needs to go, hit it, and then you can top the damage range.
It's a lot like those limbo things that come out during the Antlion.
Yeah. But those are free.
So last time saw people popping in the wrong places. It should be directly behind the tanks.
Also past this line.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be past that inner circle. So the idea is that if we have squirg on the inside of this circle, then they can grow to be a real nuisance if tanks don't quite get them fast enough. So we want to try and have them outside.
Ready?
Let's give it another try.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I can't stand too close to the face. Alright, squirt her out, stop, get behind. Okay, out of the way of flamethrower. Start popping them to the left of the tanks.
This mechanic to grab their aggro is so
5,
dumb.
4, 3, 2,
So unreliable.
1.
Beware.
Pop the last squirts. They're about to pop. They need to be. So they've got to be handled a little long before that.
So you just get close to them and they follow you?
You have to make contact.
They start fixated on a player, so they should be heading in the general direction of everybody. Looks like we may not be able to pull them as far out as I was hoping.
Is there any real danger if they're on top of you?
No.
No, they don't. They don't hurt you. The danger is if you do not pop them, they explode, and every time they explode, it increases damage. It increases the spell tier, and so each mistake costs even more.
Hey, Lord, what would you think about just having the like instead of having everyone stack so far away where movement is harder, let everybody stack a little bit closer to Star Eater, but maybe 90 degrees off of the tanks, and then just pull all the squirgs to that area, stomp them there, and then once the squirgs are down, then everybody shifts.
Yeah, so what we can do to try and funnel the squirg is we can move him off center. I was thinking about this when I was watching the video. We could try tanking him off center over here. And then basically have you guys facing into a wall. We can then pop all of the squirg, like in this area here, where the raid is all stacked up and still doing damage to him. And then the next time that you, like when we do our rotation, you can just kite him away so that you've got plenty of space outside of the poison pools, and then have the flamethrower aimed exactly where you need it to be. The biggest thing is that we need them all grouped.
Yeah, so if they can spawn at anywhere in the room, I could be wrong here, please correct me if I'm wrong, but if they can spawn anywhere in the room, the best place to gather them all up is the center of the room, right?
Within a distance of players. They're not going to go literally anywhere.
Well, let's test that theory. So let's pull him all the way to the edge of the arena here, and then I want you guys literally facing him into a wall.
Okay.
And then we're going to be 90 degrees, and I want to see where the squirgs spawn. Like if they spawn all the way across the room, then maybe we are doing this. Or maybe we are making this hard. We can just pop them all in the center and then clear the center.
Okay. Right. Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Let them pull it all the way. Just go straight back.
Or a professional's gun. Or professionals.
Beware.
Here we go.
He's going to shift him a little bit more, but we can start damaging. Keep shifting back. Everybody get to the wall. I want to be out of the center of the room. Kulix. The idea here is to test where they spawn.
Don't stand too close to that front foot, you might get squished.
See where the squirg
Boss Mutts has an outline for the hook shot.
I need to update it then. I'm not seeing it. There's the squirg.
4, 3.
They are
Within a
definitely
certain
within
distance of him.
Here we circle.
It's definitely within a range of him. So I like having him to the side here, so that gives us a quick chance to pop them all. Okay, get these last ones. Yeah, just keep it into the wall. Keep it into the wall. Don't move. You just killed Gun. Why were you moving it?
So those jumped off them to the side. Or they keep spawning. Never mind.
Yeah, there's still more. So you need to kite them away now. Let's see, how long did these squirts go?
So where do you want him now?
Counterclockwise. Just keep kiting counterclockwise. I want to see if this is the last square. No, they just keep spawning.
Comparison.
Alright, everybody, everybody get away. He's going to be pointing about the pools. Out of the pools.
And this thing's wrong.
Go ahead and clean all of them.
Sure.
I'm trying to keep Jamie alive so we can test.
Q's dead.
Yeah. Like better maybe?
It should have happened. I don't know why it hasn't.
He has to be in the middle of the room?
No.
I doubt that.
Because he cast it before while facing the wall.
He reset.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I think you got a foot outside the arena. Alright, so you said Louis, the current version of Louis Boss Mods has timers?
Yeah.
Get that updated and copied.
I have a Venbot down.
Since they do spawn around him in a circle, the best idea would be to just take them center underneath him and do it.
Well, I really like the edge. We would just have to get the kiting down. Like, tanks would have to be slowly shifting him. And then every flamethrower, we would just flip so that the raid was behind him and the tanks would clear path. Since they're constantly spawning, there's no way that we'd be able to control, like, the middle's going to get filled, and then where do we go? Then we'd have to start doing a clockwise kite or something. We might as well just start on the edge and do it clockwise the whole time.
The issue I see with the edge is you're restricting how much space DPS actually have to place them.
Well, that's where constant movement, like, that's
So,
gonna
can I...
up.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So we have him facing towards a wall. Why wouldn't we just be behind the tanks outside? Or so, other than melee, range can just be behind the tanks, right? And then melee come bring their sporks behind the tanks too, and then they don't have to move anywhere for the flamethrower. No.
Hook shot, maybe.
Well, you have to keep moving.
Anything through the tank. A square touches a tank, it's going to stay on that tank.
Well, the issue is that the flamethrower is not up frequently enough. We're going to have to move because of the growing pools. So, like, we're just going to have to deal with that.
What do you think about having him move, like, only in this outer ring, but then the DPS, basically the whole raid except for the tank, stays on the inside on the circle, and then just before we think he's going to flamethrower, we shift around and face backwards towards the way we came from?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm describing.
That's okay.
Yeah,
you should have time to see the flamethrower come out and then swing it.
Because I admit, when he's facing at the wall, like, because of this junk back here, I can't see a thing.
Yeah, well, we don't need the wall facing. So the wall facing was just for the test. So that wasn't part of a suggested strat or anything. So what you can do is you can bring them out to the edge, and then you have them facing tangentially to just keep cutting it back. And then when the flamethrower comes, we rotate. You flip around, clear the squirt that we've been trailing behind him.
Right.
And then we go back.
Yeah, I think that'll be good. And as long as when we flip him to the outside, he should never be in danger of cleaving the raid.
Now, where I see
if the raid is inside,
where I see there being a problem,
but that's going to make it a lot worse for clearing.
Where I see there being a problem is if we kite too far, then the flamethrower is only going to clear so much. So we may have to, like, bring the boss into the center of the room to clear bad spots or something. So,
yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Well, if we never clear behind us and you just keep moving forward, wouldn't the flamethrower just clear our way, quote unquote?
It may not clear enough. The concern there is it may not clear enough. Like, in the center, since you can spin him, like, we may be able to clear large swaths. So, like, we may just go circular, and then we'll get to a point where we start running out of space, and then we bring him to the middle, and then have a tank clear a large chunk, and then go back to kiting. The advantage of the pie slice thing is that we were going to consistently be getting the same sections cleared. But we can try this kiting strat. Okay, let me check boss mods.
So you want him kited around the perimeter, right? That's the one we're doing this time?
Counterclockwise.
Okay.
Alright, so in theory I will have timers this time. Let's see. Okay, Q, it's on you.
Alright, just give him a sec to move back to the wall.
Use the ring as your guide, like, keep him on the ring. Don't want too much further out than that.
Beware.
And you don't need to move him until school. You guys gotta use cooldowns for that.
I did too.
Yeah.
So everyone
Get
should
him
actually stand in the middle of the room, not right behind him. Only stand behind him when you're dropping off Squirgle.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Well, it's just better for us to be there, because then the Squirgs go there.
Okay. Well, we didn't want to clear anything there. We don't have enough stockpiles. So basically, we want you to kite. So there was no movement there. We weren't able to start clearing the squirgs. Basically, any squirgs that glom on the tanks, like you should be outrunning, and we can pick up ourselves behind you and then pop.
Okay.
First flamethrower isn't going to be getting anything because we haven't had time to actually pop squirt.
Right.
We can't be flipping it around like crazy. So.
Do we have any other ideas about how we can mitigate the damage from Shred there?
Send one more person. 3 tank.
Yeah, 3 tank is the only real option. When I was doing calculations, it looked like it was a little over 1 million damage that goes out, split between.
So, is there any sense in trying to handle it like Liquidate?
Only 3 people can split, so if that's what you're getting at.
It's basically Avidus Cleave.
Okay.
Let's confirm the 3 people thing. We've seen some people get clipped. I don't want to miss that mechanic. So let's just have everybody stack on the tanks and have him cleave. I want to confirm that only 3 people are hit.
Okay, there's an early hook shot, so watch for it. Incoming.
Okay, stack on Q, please.
Don't bother moving it.
Don't, just stack on Q. We're doing no test.
Party outside the bubble.
Dancing in combat.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it's picking 3 people each time. It didn't pick Jamie because he wasn't the closest.
I definitely wasn't the closest. I don't think it's distance based.
Well, it's definitely 3 though.
Yeah,
So
I think it picks 3 in its thing randomly.
4, 3, 2.
I prioritize picking the same people unless they're dead, but
Alright, so start slowly moving it backwards. And keep popping the squirg that are behind him.
you don't need to be on me at the moment. So if you get any of these, take them through.
Alright, so it's literally just take X damage every 2 seconds. I am not getting any timers though.
Hey Jamie, back up so you can drop your stack. Oh, somehow I have the stacks, never mind.
Hook shot at 10?
You should. It would be your turn to have them.
No, I mean, I'm at like 18 stack.
It's because there's not enough time for them to fall off between the hook shots. Like, I've got 5 seconds.
Laura, the timers are on the left.
No, I just checked the frames and they're in the correct spot.
Looks like they have a max size at least.
So when is the next flamethrower?
10 seconds. 15 now.
Yeah, if you can see, like, we're running out of space.
So we get mending boards on him or whatever. Want to test that?
Yeah, so I can get mending on somebody.
I'm in it.
I have mending on
Run
myself.
out, run out, so leash, and then see if you survive. You did not.
You go poof.
Seems like these pulls do have a maximum size. These haven't been growing.
He's
487,000.
So, yes, we will need 3 tanks, not just because the cleave hits 3 people, but because we don't have enough time to drop stacks.
Stacks only last 30 seconds.
Every single time we are having stacks reset when we swap.
It seems death isn't the inconvenience it used to be.
It's like the mechanics are synergizing.
So how frequently do we want to swap for stacks?
I mean, we do the same thing we've been doing, we just have a 3 tank rotate instead of a 2 tank.
Remember not to be outside of the second circle.
Lesson learned.
Also, Laura, if you're talking, we haven't heard you in a while.
But yeah, my last update on my Louis boss mods was 1029 or 1031. And I don't see any timers.
Mine appear right where my raid frames are, or right below it.
I have no idea what's going on with that.
I see the timers and I see the outline for the slash or whatever after the hook shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I do slash boss mods, it comes up, and I can see Octog, it is enabled. I just reset defaults. We'll see if it comes
Disable
up.
raid or raid core, maybe?
I'm pretty sure I already had. Let me see. Yeah, raid core is disabled. I don't know. We'll see.
I haven't disabled anything and I get timers, so.
I had raid core turned on, I'm turning it off now.
Alright, so we're going to pull, and then we're going to kite. I want to try and keep everybody alive. Let's switch the squirt, and I want to get to the Chaos Orb. Unfortunately, I wasn't close enough. Did that Chaos Orb spawn on top of anybody?
Me.
It did? It did, dude. Okay, so...
Yep.
Let me look real quick. Oh, I'm in the damage done, I was thinking. Yeah, so there's this mechanic where when it spawns, it splits damage. It splits about 300k of damage between the players that it spawns on. We're lucky that it picked JB because he was able to mitigate that to be a 78k hit. So when the orbs are about to pop, we need to be stacked up so that we don't get killed by that. It is distributed damage, so we can save each other. Alright, Tanks, it's on you.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Let's get this to the point where we run out of space. Start figuring out how to address that. Yes.
Beware.
Make sure you're out of that, unless you're tank.
What do you know? They can survive.
Yeah, it's significant.
Yeah, let's take the stack of Rend off the tank.
Okay, here comes the squirt. Keep moving.
5, 4,
This one's yours now.
2, 1.
There's a flamethrower, don't get hit.
It's really hard to pull those squirt off the tanks.
Yeah, is it possible for one of the 3 tanks to fish squirt?
Pretty much any of the non-main tanks.
Yeah, we can.
Push that one.
We can just pop them on the tanks as the point.
Yeah.
Hook shot soon.
Watch it. Get out of it.
CSQ.
Got him.
We're going to move fairly aggressively here.
This one's the orb.
Okay, there's the orb.
Oh,
stack
shit.
in it. Stack in it.
I don't have
a
him.
second.
Okay, check your buffs. Let's see.
I've got him.
Amplifier increases the potency of chaos orbs.
It was everything. Every pulse that we took damage from that increased the stack of that by 10%.
Around. Watch it. Watch it. Okay, we didn't have a time. I don't have timers, so I can't.
Maybe instead of rotating it, if you just go right through him to flip him around 180, that would be faster.
We lost the tank. Keep popping screw. What's the taunt rotation looking like? Like who's taunting? Or,
It'll be me on the next.
let's call it out here with this next pull so that we know what's going on.
We will.
Got a flamethrower in 8.
There's going to be a hook shot followed almost immediately by flamethrower.
So, just so you're aware, tanks should not be squishing. Because every stack reduces incoming healing.
Got it. Flip it. Beautiful.
So I've been trying to squish on tanks.
Orb.
There are 2 orbs.
Yeah, yes. Okay, can you move it? Can you move those orbs is the next question.
Doesn't look like.
So it looks like there is a max size on these puddles.
Yes, it's 40 meters. I've said it a couple times, but I probably was muted. They start at 10 meters, they grow to 40. They grow by 2 meters each tick. They also seem to disappear. So I wanted to get a couple timers. Let's go ahead and wipe this.
So I noticed that flamethrower actually has a 20 IA. Would that be movable?
We wouldn't want to.
Well, in the beginning, we don't use it, right? So we could get like one.
Silas, thank
move.
you for confirming that. That's why I'm going crazy. Louis doesn't have timers. Raidcore does.
Oh, and it has the outline too?
Wait, how does Raidcore have timers for this?
I think it's because Drow thought that this was the first encounter in RMT, and they actually progressed on it hardcore, and they were one of the big contributors to Raidcore.
Really?
Yep.
Before they
The
dissolved.
developer was in the guild.
Yeah, Drow had some stuff in there for this already.
Yeah, they originally thought this was the first fight, so they were pushing it hard.
It's because they're insane.
What went wrong? This is the first fight.
Of the second TO.
Sorry, I'm coming. I had to fix the... Yeah, it was way early in the PTR before they knew what the order was going to be. Oh, great. I can't access the jetpack. Can somebody throw me a song?
Throwing.
Alright, great. Alright, so that was looking a bit cleaner. Hopefully I have some timers this time and we can coordinate things with her. The idea is that we want the raid to get out of the way and then tanks to flip during each flamethrower. And we want to do it a little bit ahead of time, like it should already be flipped when the flamethrower begins casting. Alright, tanks, it's on you.
Rolling in 3, 2, 1.
Too busy doing that.
The three of them and Code Red. Should be too bad.
Who's got the next taunt?
You.
Okay.
Who is somebody that squished the screen there?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gordon Smasher.
Like that flamethrower right there. You could totally move that.
I see, so every squirt you stomp gives you a stack that increases damage by 5%.
Yep.
That's pretty slow.
But they also use the healing.
You want to turn him, Jamie?
10%.
Stack up.
13 seconds.
And it does move.
Yeah, so you can move it.
It moves on the player, yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna have to spread and then, because that's gonna get to me.
Also, don't try to jetpack up in the air if you're in the orb sphere, because that will kill you as well.
Yep. Fuck if it touches it at all.
Still got my stacks, but... How many are you at?
Oh, more 3.
You're only at 3 stacks?
I got 4. I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Moving a little bit more aggressively.
So I don't know if people are being aggressive with squirgs, but remember if you go too high, you will not be able to get healed in the orb thing.
Yeah, I wonder what the sweet spot is.
Oh god. One brutal one shot.
Probably somewhere, yeah, somewhere in the middle.
Should be a flamethrower.
We're getting towards.
5, 4.
Let's try stacking them together. I want to see how much damage it does.
Okay.
Rip.
So it probably just cannot be stacked together. So yeah, that's going to require spacing out. And then...
Right splitting.
I mean, the time is long enough that probably after killing one, they can collapse and kill the other. No, it's 75 seconds is my best guess. Good.
You barely have time to go towards the light.
So, have we figured out at this point the pools that the squirts leave are indefinite?
No, they time out eventually.
Okay.
But I don't have a timer on that yet.
Well, if we figure out that the timer is still by the time we wrap around, if we go all the way around with the boss, and he's still doing flamethrower at this point. If we're all the way around, wouldn't the range of the flamethrower just catch the pools behind us? Is there a reason why we're clearing these pools in the first place?
If we go slow enough, then we should be fine. We're clearing the pools so that we have space when the chaos orbs pop, I think. Because we're going to have to be spread pretty far apart. The radius is pretty big.
Also, you need space for the mid phase.
Yeah, I can't agree. Yeah, I agree with Aiden.
Alright, let's give this another pull. Yeah, my version of Raincore doesn't have timers. Sio, can you give a warning on flamethrower? Try to warn at 5 seconds.
I can try. I mean, it's been off a few times though, so.
Yeah. Well, we have that space because we've been going around the sides. I don't think we should be flipping. So let's go ahead and pull. Let's focus on keeping the tanks alive this time.
Okay, pulling in 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna have to figure out a strategy for 2 chaos orbs.
Does it increase to 3? Like, is that like a softened raid? Ooh.
Kieran, out.
I had hookshot
He
there.
was
I was
talking.
not. That's why I moved there.
Flamethrower, it's not flipping on this one.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get it out of the pool, please. There we go. Okay, everyone to the side. Flamethrower is going to be soon. Just flip it. Yeah, that cleared literally everything. Alright, keep moving aggressively. We needed to flip it a bit earlier, though.
Someone
Unfortunately,
please
they
take this off me.
4 seconds on my end, too.
I got
Just got it. Yeah, dead. I had 25 stack.
Yeah, should never go that high, like 10-ish.
So when I'm not actually responsible for him, I've been going behind him and just chilling on threat.
Flip him, flamethrower, flip him, everybody get away.
So that I don't build up some more stacks.
Neff, you need to be flipping him.
5, 4.
It's gonna be orbs.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the problem was nobody was moving active.
I taunted and shit Jamie like 3 times, and then I was not able to get anything.
Alright, and the stacks are called red, correct?
Yep, they're red.
I just don't have anything witty to say.
So when the chaos orbs spawn and overlap, like they cannot overlap the actual orb, but they can still overlap, or does that do more damage to us in that overlap?
I think anybody in the cross section is going to get killed. So if you're hit by 2, you're dead. But we need to confirm that. But I think the raid wipe occurs if the 2 orbs are on top of each other.
Because I feel like I've survived being in it like 2 pulls prior, but I'm not sure.
Can we take a break?
Yeah, we'll take a break here. We've been going long enough. Well, there have to be enough people to soak the damage because it splits 300k damage each of those spawns. So there need to be a couple people in each one. Alright, so yeah, be back in 5, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, ready to check us out there?
And apparently missed it.
Yeah, there are a number of people who we're still waiting on.
Winning.
Sorry, I'm late coming back.
Alright, no worries. We're just waiting on Taiki and JB now, I think. Oh no, Taiki said she's ready. JB. Alright, there are still two things on my checklist that we can test even without JV, so we're going to pull. I want to see how long it takes for a squirg to explode. So let's pull, do some damage. In the first wave of squirg, I'm going to grab one, pull it off to the side, and have it explode. I want to get a timer on that.
Okay. It's not damage based at all?
On the squirg? No. It's completely timed.
Okay.
You can't damage them. All right, let's give it a pull, and then the next thing I want to test is I want the person with the chaos orb to go run off and die solo, and I want to see if the chaos orb starts shooting people that are outside of it. So with nobody inside of it, does it do something? Does it interact with players? All right, JB, it's on you.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
so we're not popping first, or?
No, you're popping. I'm gonna grab one and pull it to the side. If I have trouble, I'll start yelling for people to stop until I get up. Alright, so I want to see a proper transition here, tanks. JV's at 4 stacks at the moment. Here's the first set of square. Let me try and get one. Okay, I have one. Actually, I have 2. Can somebody grab one of these?
Sure will.
Because you guys can survive one.
Beware.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa. That is a lot of damage.
What was that?
For one square.
There was one square popping. It popped at 57 seconds.
But you got the time for it?
Beware.
You're really quiet.
Oh, so it probably is a full minute, because it has to come out of his body, go into this guy, and then fall down to the ground. So it's like 3 seconds of flying.
Well, I got 40 seconds there.
Oh, I thought you said 57 seconds.
Well,
that was the time in the fight.
Yeah, the time in the fight was 57, and they didn't spawn until...
Practice makes perfect.
but I can get it exact times, man, when that one spawned for vlogs. I thought we'd be able to survive one, but yeah, that's pretty brutal. You just can't let any... so the next test is going to be Chaos Orb, because it looks like, from my analysis, it looked like the orbs would shoot at players if nobody was inside them, and I want to confirm that behavior. Alright, let's give it a pulse.
Go ahead, Jim.
Was resetting. Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
There's a wall here. Oops.
Yeah, that caught Taiki earlier. And a couple
That's
others.
the only people. It's never caught in your gun. Never.
Taiki match.
I'll just heal from out here. I can catch the tanks.
No, so the first flamethrower doesn't get flipped.
Oh, okay.
There aren't enough square to warrant it.
The debuff's called Space Fire.
Alright, move it a bit more aggressively. Okay, don't get in close, don't get in close. Alright, I want to see if it starts shooting people.
Back up. Niff.
Flamethrower in 6 or so.
Does not appear to shoot anybody.
Not blow up in front of anybody.
It is going to explode.
Yeah, there it is.
That's not so bad.
That was not a lot of damage.
Less bad than the squirt. Yeah, you'd figure it'd be vice versa.
Need to be moving more aggressively. You see how the pools are directly on his ass. Well, I'm saying before the hook shot.
Wrong direction to flip that.
Well, we all wanted some good old-fashioned space fire.
Now healers have to fly.
What is this debuff? Yeah, well, there was something cleansable that somebody cleansed.
Beware.
It's when you stand in the squirt pool.
The one that looks like restraint.
Oh, it's the squirt pool. Got it.
The one that gets reapplied every half a second.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
5.
Effectively, that's cleansable, so... Oh, somebody get in the middle of this too. Okay, so being in the cross section does not kill you.
I didn't think it would.
Yeah, we stacked them before.
Imagine it would increase your damage.
Well, it actually makes you take stacks faster.
Well, that's what I meant.
You can enter
Like
the orb,
it
but you
accelerates
can't
your
leave
death.
it.
Melee don't want to get caught because then they can't go into either orb.
Yeah. You wind up tethered. You'll get slash killed if you move.
When you overlap them partially, but do you take ownership for one of the spheres? So, like, if you enter the other zone in the overlap,
I had
will
two
you die?
tethers. If that's what you're asking.
Oh, so you would basically die by breaking one link?
Yep.
Yeah.
So melee don't want to be caught in it because then they can't actually go to either orb or get
Yeah, I mean,
killed.
there's no real reason you want to be in the intersection. So, like, finish the one and then finish the other.
I mean, if we have like 10 plus bodies in there, we could just overlap them on top of each other.
Well, no, the orbs can't overlap. Like, that caused problems. Or is
Good
it,
morning,
do we not go through? Hey, Trap.
We've done it before, I'm pretty sure. I remember the overlap on
Yeah,
top
but-
of each other.
Yeah, but the other orb exploded immediately. Like, we just ate an explosion. Let's confirm it this time. So let's do it. Let's get to the two orbs and let's stack them so that the circle overlaps the spawn point. But what I saw previously was that one of them just immediately disappeared, which was an explosion.
I figured we just killed it.
Yeah. No, all right, Q.
It's Jamie.
Or JP. Let's put.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
So my problem with him is that he's Star Eater, and yet he wants to eat us. We are not stars.
Midday.
So, Jamie, I intend.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have it.
I'm a star.
So, man, on my threat meter, you jumped right back up after the intent.
Yeah.
This flamethrower does not get flipped. Remember, do not flip it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pricing doesn't matter on the PTR.
Okay, get in that orb. Get it out of the pools. Wreck it. We're gonna need to pop that squirt quick once the orb's down. Moving quickly. We're way too close to pools right now. Yeah, a bit faster. You gotta be ahead of the curve because you're gonna get rooted like this. Okay, flamethrower's flipping. Watch out. Beautiful. Couple squared meat popping. Beautiful. Okay, chaos orbs are going to be in 30. We are going to be attempting to stack these. Okay. Here we go.
I got rooted outside of it.
Outside of the telegraph?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, try and keep the tanks alive.
Five, 4,
Watch the flip, watch the flip.
2, 1.
Okay, here's the orbs. Stack up for the orbs. Stack them, stack them, stack them, stack them.
Oh, we're going down. We're going to
And it does not clear, it just triggers an explosion.
I didn't know.
Well, I specifically asked, did we see aberrant behavior? And nobody confirmed it, so we had to test it again.
I'm sorry. It's my fault then.
So we got the test. It triggers an explosion. It looks like it's a unique ID. So it's one of those IDs that I didn't have It looks like it's 85579. So that's an explosion if they're stacked on top of each other.
What if you Venn diagram it?
So if you do it, if you position it so that the Venn diagram, they don't explode. But if players are in the intersection, they're going to gain stacks twice as fast, 2, 3, 4 times, and you become tethered to both orbs. So it may cause problems if you can't reach the orb if you're melee. Crossing the center section. It would depend on the hitbox of the Chaos Orb. I could figure that out here in a second.
Now, if that channel on the flamethrower is so fast, you might be better off just running like right through him when it goes off.
Players who are targeted by the orb, do you get any kind of debuff? I didn't notice any.
No.
I was trying to look. Okay, well, we'll try and catch it this next time.
Like air on his left or on his right side, so that it flips that way. But like actually rotating it, you're losing most of the channel just getting him turned around.
Well, yeah, we need to get the timer set so that the tanks already are facing the correct direction when the flamethrower starts. But that's just a timer issue, and we've got to get better timers before we can do that. We do need a little bit more aggressive movement from Octo. We don't want to go too fast, but we need to go a little bit faster. A couple times we were just getting completely shut out because of ink pools.
The roughest point is going to be straight after a mob. That's where you're going to have to book it.
Yeah.
Can we get a fire, please?
Alright, this time let's try and push to mid-phase. We're going to try and handle the mechanics best we can. We will not be overlapping Chaos Orbs. We do need to have players splitting, so I'm going to set up a couple groups real quick. I don't think organization's going to help. Like, you're just going to have to eyeball it, and there needs to be at least 3 players in each orb. So look, if you see less than 3, take a step in.
Where I'm going to join you guys?
So take the, well, you're going to need to take the teleporter.
Are you inside the instance?
He needs to take the teleporter before the summon, right, to get the jetpack?
No, there's a jetpack just here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, take the summon, and then there's a jetpack over here.
I probably should have summoned there.
Where's Trap?
The gem.
There's a jetpack over here at the entrance. Come this way. Yeah, just keep going straight where JP's jumping is where it is.
I see it.
Oh, there's 2. There's one to say 2.
Well, so the problem with the Robo Strat is that we're going to get up to 5 orbs gun. So it's really going to have to, you're really going to have to figure out on your own, like, where you need to stand. Because it's going to be really, since it's randomly targeted, like, people are going to have to first figure out how they're spacing themselves, and then beyond that, like, everybody's got to stack so that nobody dies. It looked like it was 50% when he set the mid-phase. He chunked him down to about 50. Alright, everyone looks ready. Let's go ahead and food boost attack. It doesn't cost us anything, PTR. If you have the flask, use the flask. Let's try and push as much damage as we can. Would be nice to see mid-phase. Okay. Tanks, it's on you.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1. Flamethrower, don't flip.
Is it on flip?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, 20-second warning to flamethrower. Here's the Chaos Orb. Stack in it. Just wreck it. Let's switch the spoilers right after. Should be plenty of time.
Beautiful.
Okay, flip. Everybody watch out. Flip it right now.
We got there.
There's the flanker. Okay, good. Okay, move aggressively here.
Jamie, I think it's your turn, right?
Yeah, it is me.
Okay. I don't know why he was on me, but...
Okay, Chaos Orbs are going to be coming soon.
Can't take your eyes off the tanks for 1 second.
Last round of squishing square, then get to the center to deal with orbs.
Mikey, they went down in less than a second.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, now I'm
Okay,
just
here's
saying,
orbs.
like,
Get ready.
that was when I turned around to heal some people in the back of the group.
Okay. Get in there. Okay, kill him quick. We may have to be a bit closer to the tanks for the healers, or we're gonna have to assign. 65. All right, so fly, hit a blue thing, which will knock you up, so that you can hit a orange thing. The idea is that you want to get the orange thing and then slam him.
It resets your jetpack rather than suits you. So just spam your jet.
Ah, okay.
4, 3, 2,
Expecting like a higher jump or something.
Okay.
Holy shit, you don't have time.
Gotta be quick.
Jesus.
Yep, I didn't even manage to get one. But I didn't understand the mechanics until the very end. So.
Well, with JB saying that, it makes more sense. I think it'd be a lot better.
Yeah, so basically you jetpack up. If you manage to jetpack into a blue orb, it resets your jetpack cooldown and lets you jetpack again. So you have to jetpack multiple times in order to get high up to the orange orbs. As soon as you get an orange orb, you then need to crash into Star Eater, and that will clear one of his defensive stacks. And we need 20 or 25? 25.
Did anyone successfully get a blue orb?
I did
Yeah,
get a blue orb.
I got like
I
5 or
got-
6 blue orbs.
I got an orange orb.
Wow, Taiki, so cool.
I got a blue orb. So can you collect multiple orange orbs, or do you have to clear and then get another?
Not sure. From what was shown on the stream, it looked like one at a time, but he could have just been doing one at a time. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he had the flying hags. So he just kind of did whatever he wanted.
What I think we can do with the Chaos Orb spawns, if there are 2 or more, what if we selected ranged, because we can shoot through one, we can have that overlap in the middle area, we can stand on the outside edges of either, and then the range can shoot through both if they have enough range. And then the melee can just like stay on the boss.
Well, I mean, a melee may get targeted as well.
I mean outside of the target, like just whoever's moving into it.
And that was a 20-second window? Did we have to get all those?
Something like that.
Okay, let's look at timers this time around, and then let's practice collecting those orange orbs. That's going to be fun. I thought the blue orbs knocked you up automatically the way it looked on the stream.
Yeah, I thought it was right there.
Okay, get those food buffs and whatnot going. Don't have to reset your key at this. Tanks, it's on you.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I figured out the threat thing. So he won't, even though the Intim land, and it will work, he won't change his target until when he's summoning Squirgling.
Maybe we should interrupt that first point.
That was brought up a little while.
Okay. I did not hear that. I mean.
Well, you're getting your damage buff from Swish Squirgling, so...
No, I think he's yours now.
That was a really bad Chaos Orb location. There's a puddle on it.
Yeah. We really need to be moving those to the middle of the room. Last time Chaos Orbs were in the puddle too.
Ow.
Sorry, that was a Squirgling. I
Let's just wipe it up quick.
I thought I had time to let my stacks fall off before getting that one, but I had miscalculated. I'm sorry.
You can call it.
Well, most of everyone else was on the Chaos Orb at that point.
Welcome back. This is becoming a habit.
So we taking an int?
Let's take an in. I want to see if we can even get a move. So this is experimentation. Have at least one. Put an X in party if you have 2. We need a total of 21.
I guess I can go without urgency.
Alright, so we got enough people with 2. We should be fine. Everyone should be throwing on the flamethrower cast. Can somebody put a Dunbot down?
Account accepted. Please make your purchase now.
Okay, nope. Tanks, it's on you.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, get ready to interrupt. Get ready, go.
Does give him mirror, there you go.
And it's a good move too.
4, 3,
Rip my asthma.
1.
Yeah, seriously. Need aggressive movement.
Careful for the pool.
I can't see the pool underneath that.
Yeah, I know, but it's there. You have to be careful.
Yeah. Aggressive movement here. Chaos Orb. Just watch the foot.
Do all these puddles clear at the 65% phase?
No.
No, they do not.
Ah, dang, okay.
It would be way too easy to just burn and ignore if they did.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Get moves every time.
Jamie, this one's yours, right?
No, it's yours.
Beware.
Need some aggressive squirk squishing.
But
But
not so
not
much.
too aggressive.
We're killing the raid.
I'm not sure how we got so far behind there. I think the movement is just was a bit too slow. Okay, Chaos Orbs are going to be soon. There they are. Split a bit, and then pick your poison.
He's moving, that's new. Stop moving, Q. Stop moving.
65.8.
Oh, push on you during the hook shot.
Yeah, here's the push. Practice jumping. Those of you that stood up. Supernova is a 25-second cast.
This is hard.
Your action button will light up when you have an orange orb. Your
You
climb
bounce
button-
up high enough to get a new one after you do it. Oh, at least I did. Shit. First time.
Hey, we did it, guys. We got 6.
That's
Progress.
silly.
Yeah, if you don't know if you hit an orb or not, your slam button will light up when you grab an orb.
Do you need to hit 2 blues or just 1 blue to get an orange?
Seems to be 2.
Well, it seems like if you hit one, if you hit it immediately, it seems like you just get high enough for orange to look like.
Yeah,
But
this
if
is
not, then no.
this is the raid boss for all the people who really liked that cubic smashing game in proto games.
In other
Please
words, if
stop.
you're not a goddamn Australian.
So, I need to verify this, but at least my version of Raid Court looked like it was marking different blue ones with different colors to show proximity, to show which ones you can actually reach from the ground.
I was getting lines to blue orbs.
But like, so I had some that were orange and some that were red. So
Okay. Somebody keeps removing the Ven bot as I'm hitting the repair button.
Yeah.
Oh, mine just timed out, so
It's happened twice now.
Here, I'll put one down for you. There you go.
because mine just hit the 10-minute.
Preparing for
Do you think he's got his window open? Should I get rid of it yet?
All right, well let's continue to practice jumping. Tanks just faster movement, but you can't stress it.
Hey,
especially leading up to chaos, leading up to and then right after a chaos, or we've got to have much faster movement so we have more space.
Okay.
And yeah, when you're going slowly, then the raid starts getting squished out to the side 90 degrees. And if you see that happening, that means you're going too slow. Okay, so what's the verdict? Do we think the moo is worthwhile? I'm thinking that... so only take an interrupt if it doesn't hurt you. Let's say that, and let's see if we can get the moo. Most people should be able to take one, and a few people should be able to take two without impacting their rotations. And we'll try and get it. Okay, tanks, it's on you.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I was off on his facing there.
I'll miss you, Lou.
I think we...
We're supposed to hit there?
I
Yeah.
don't think people actually click kicked. So.
A call for it would have been nice. I mean,
Yeah, well.
and
Perhaps
to
you were
be
interrupted.
interrupt, but
Let's
I'm
see, we're
also
interrupting.
healing people.
It's a pretty large telegraph.
Get in the circle.
You can get him right there.
Are we ever gonna
You
try
can get in late.
What did you want to try?
redacted suggestion
I did not hear.
of keeping the Chaos Orb on Octa to cleave?
We can do that with the first one. I like that. Gotta move hard.
Again, I'm rooted outside of it.
That's right.
Barrier OP.
Okay, we're gonna have an orb soon. Flamethrower through first. Get it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, spread with these.
I'll find enough the other.
We're gonna cool the outer one.
And
The
that's
pool
pretty
is
much
just
everyone
too
dead.
much. Yeah, the pool is too much. A lot of people are just standing in. So again, pre-orb, post-orb, like really quick movement. Literal turn and spin. I'll try and call a 5-second warning. The problem there is that the flamethrower is going to be right before, but as soon as the flamethrower ends, that's your cue to run. I will call the interrupt this time, and we'll check it out. Okay, this next Chaos Orb needs to be stacked directly on top of them. We're going to try and just cleave them down. But it's going to require tanks to move to them quickly. So I'm going to call a 5-second warning to orbs, and whoever is tanking it needs to literally turn and sprint. So, like, we need a gap. Okay, tanks, it's on you.
Jamie?
Yeah, significantly. Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Flamethrower soon. Get ready to int. Go. One more.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5 seconds to orbs. So right after this hook, move on. Hard, move hard. On top of Bosun.
Stop moving. No, no.
You can't just say move him and then say stop moving.
No, we're moving the orb on top of the dude, bro.
Oh, it does, you're right.
The boss shouldn't have moved anyway. That is a bug.
Yeah, right. Tanks, it's not like tanks were running. They had already repositioned. Which is...
Keep them up.
Don't blow up anything.
Okay, there's going to be a hook shot, then flamethrower. Okay, flipping for flamethrower.
Flamethrower's like 8 seconds away.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the timer was off last time. There it is.
5, 4, 3,
Timer is pretty high.
2, 1.
Square gonna go boom.
Yeah, we were too proactive on this group. I like having the orb on the boss. We gotta figure out the movement thing.
So is the idea is that the boss should be moving before the orb gets cast, but once the orb is cast, the boss should be still?
Yeah, it's a tight window there because there's the hook shot and then the orb. So like the hook shot goes, then just create a gap and plant. Let him catch up to you, and then we'll plant the orb on him. Alright, tanks, it's on you. Oh, hold on one second. Can somebody pick up an extra hand? We were literally one shot.
I'll pick one up.
It's not needed. I threw my in too early, so...
Okay. Yeah, just wait. You have to wait until the cast starts. Alright, so, tanks, it's on you, Larry. Is there a discussion?
No, we're fine. I was eating. Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Meh.
Yes, bird.
Flamethrower.
Interrupt.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here's the hook shot. So right after this, try to make some space, and then plant. Okay, don't pop it or squirt it directly on him. We're placing the Chaos Orb directly on him. Get in it. Okay, when you pop some of the square, you're gonna move. Not so many squares get a guy.
No, it was a big one.
Oh,
there was a big one on the tank. I couldn't jump out because I got caught in circle.
There's no way 3 of them just kill us like that. That was a big one.
Yeah.
Within me, I'll scorch ye to the bone. You look tired. You should rest for eternity. Ha 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 ha!
I guess maybe we do need a bigger buffer because I used my ends there correctly.
Well, we had Taiki dead. And that would have been the missing end, I think. So. I don't know, the move isn't that big in the scheme of things, I think. Unless we can get the move multiple times.
I mean, it might skip second orbs because we're close.
Yeah, if we could skip second, that would be really nice. The fewer orbs we get throughout the entire fight, the better.
Just wondering, has anyone checked if a CC break does anything to the orb tether?
I haven't heard anyone test. It's worth testing, but I don't see that it would help us with anything.
Yeah, it's just curiosity.
Alright, step forward. Let's get into the pool.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
You can interrupt the square zone. That's a fast attack.
Flamethrower soon, get ready for it.
Interrupt.
Hook. Nexus.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Where is it? There it is.
Was that voided?
No, someone used their jetpack, I think.
Yeah, it disappeared for a second. I think it was a jetpack.
I think it would be interesting to see whether or not it plants in the air. Chaos Orb.
I think it would still kill the person it was attached to, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, once you fall, you're affecting it.
Oh, do not smash that pack.
Okay, flamethrower 5. Get to the side, let him clear. Big heals.
Flip it now.
Be flipped. Clear.
5, 4,
What?
3.
He was
got melted.
Yeah, he was on a puddle, and so the fire in the puddle killed him.
Oh boy, and now it's on
Couple
me.
people in each, couple in each. Stop moving.
Yeah, I not
Really got him there.
so soon.
Witness the fury of the cosmos. Beware.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get to the phase to give some people some practice, but I don't think... Yeah, we should be able to. Maybe.
Completely out of code.
Point 2%. Alright, you guys...
You'll be helpless soon, and I'll be fed.
It's a shame that Squirg still pops.
can confirm collecting more than one orange does not give you a second stack. You have to do one at a time.
5, 4.
And this is really not
feasible. Got 3 out of 10.
Are we supposed to aim at him center or at the ring? Like
at him, just so long as you hit his.
Well, aside from just living in general, we might need to just put a stop call and make sure all the square guys stomp before we start that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to control the transition.
Does everything that you hate about proto games put into one boss?
At least you don't fall as far down.
Yeah, well, so that's the thing, Gun. So, like, 5 people are gonna have to get 2. Well, potentially 6 if we need 1 to push them over.
If you think all 20 of us are going to get an orb
Well,
every
and
single
then-
time.
Well, yes,
I think if it was 10, you'd still have guilds spend months on this.
So homework is to go to proto games and practice there?
The best part is we probably have to do this twice.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not the only thing. It's 65.
735. Oh, he actually has the other mid phase too. Wait. Yeah, doesn't he go off map? Like to the side?
I don't know.
Or am I misremembering? Might just be misremembering.
We need to see the phase more and then get some more practice. But yeah, that phase does seem hard. All right, let's focus on getting everybody to mid phase. Tanks, it's on you.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
So I have a question while we are in the easy part. What if we move him into a 65?
Everything has 20.
So
So if we move a flamethrower when he's right at 65 to try to skip.
Oh, I see. That's a good idea. I like it. Interrupt.
Oh man, I love it when you guys do that. It saves me a cooldown.
Okay, we need to move aggressively here. And then get right on top of the boss with these. Go, on top of the boss. Less than aggressive. We're in the pool right now.
Careful, be closer to the boss rather than farther than
Move
the
forward.
tunnel.
If you have to keep up, then you're in trouble.
Careful, Q, you're about to take it off him.
You need to have raid course shout at you if you're standing in a puddle.
Kind of hard to stop. You get the debuff
Life sucks.
Bye!
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, so many people just got flamed in the
That was
face.
bad, yeah. That was bad positioning on our part, though.
Yeah,
Is that because you guys didn't know where the flamethrower was going, or?
we didn't have time to react.
I was on his butt and saw the cast, and I got
goes-
completely out of it fine.
It goes on the outside every time, except when it goes on the inside, which is a fuck up by the tank.
Yeah, we were wrong. I did not call, and so we got flamed in the face.
5, 4.
It is supposed to, but we haven't.
There are cases where it cannot happen because there is a hook shot, and if we try to move with a hook shot, people will not stack.
We could probably put 2 Chaos Orbs on the boss. Oh, for the 2 Chaos.
No.
Stack the Chaos Orbs.
Well, yeah, we can't stack them, I understand this, but we could probably line them up in a way where we could have long range Esper and Spellslinger be able to cleave all 3. Yeah.
I mean, Chaos or DPS really is not the issue right now.
The faster we're killing Chaos Orbs, the faster we can continue with doing the rest of the mechanics correctly.
Well, I mentioned that earlier.
Oh. The issue is gonna be later on with 4 or 5 orbs.
Yeah, you can't keep doing this. I mean, having a different strategy for each type of number of spawn of Chaos Orbs just is making it unnecessarily difficult.
Looks like everyone's here. Laura, I think your Discord's broken again if you've been talking.
Yeah, I was saying, let's pull.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Get ready to interrupt. Go.
Stack Neftis is here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, move aggressively here.
Mind where the puddles are when you get the orb.
Orb on top. There's a puddle directly on him. What is it that killed you, son?
I was attempting to squish the Squirgling when the Chaos Orb moved in and it...
This is me.
Nice position. Get behind him again.
This is Q.
Okay, boom. Alright, 5 seconds to flamethrower. Everybody get to the side. Tanks, get in foot.
Because be the only one to move to try that push.
5, 4.
I was not standing in a tunnel.
Square, get away from square, deal with the Chaos Orbs. Away from square.
Push the boss. I pushed, we'll see what happens.
Don't stand in the center of that middle Chaos Orb.
I was trying to move to the other one. I got caught.
I did put that right in the puddle, didn't I?
Yeah, we've got to get them off. So we're gonna have to make it so that like when Chaos Orbs are coming up, people do not stomp square ahead of the boss or on top of the boss.
Well, we knocked off another 3% because of the orb spawn and the push timing.
So many souls.
And I don't know what we need to do, but you need to make your debuff frames larger, and if you are in that puddle, you need to get the hell out. During that last pull, there were 7 people standing in the puddle and not doing anything to get out of it. I know they're hard to see, but you should be at least moving or trying to position out. I really hate the overlapping telegraphs in this fight. It's reminding me of Defrag and Geyser.
Oh, please.
At least this you could write another add-on for that would work? Question mark?
I think we can get, yeah, I think we can capture square locations and could have lines. I mean, that's probably one of the big things that we could do. It's going to create a shitload of lines, though. At least you can see in relation to Chaos Swords. Alright, you guys can still hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tanks, it's on you. Scoot forward, don't get trapped. Scoot forward.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
You can capture the square depth. And using that position, you can grow.
Yeah, that. Yeah, the depth would do.
Yeah, I can think of ways to do it. How easy it would be to do this. And whether or not the lines would be reasonable is another.
I think realistically only the first size of the building needs to be highlighted.
Get ready for the flamethrower.
Get ready. Interrupt.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, move aggressively. Do not squish any on top of the boss. Stop with the squishing on the boss. Get it to the side. There's one directly on the boss. 6 people. Okay, nobody's in ink. We're good. Silas to support. Was that squishing again, Sam?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop.
At this point in the fight, you die almost every time. I think it's just a timing thing. Watch the flamethrower.
Well, I've been trying to aggressively get the squares off the tanks, but I will just stop that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have tanks move forward.
No, but the thing is, the squares are on the tanks, so I'm trying to get the squares off.
Got a question before they get there then.
Watch the shot.
Well, I mean, there's usually like 3 to 4, and I'm like the only one getting them ahead of the boss at that point.
Okay, flamethrower, flip them.
Big heals on cue. Big heals on cue.
Rotate it, what's going on?
5,
There's a...
4,
instead of like flipping around, he backed up.
1.
And stood in a puddle. So...
We can totally push that.
Yeah. No, nobody's on JB. Okay, JB, I'll help you.
We don't want to push it and just do this while dealing like a 2% damage down. But more damage.
Or if we can push before the orbs. That'd be really good.
Well, no, we just can't keep up with the... So for that flame that's before the orbs, since you're going to have a big long time to reset stacks, why doesn't one of you just position directly behind him and taunt? So that we get a clean 180 and he doesn't have to worry about moving.
5, 4, 3,
So whoever has lowest
2,
stacks can just
1.
be on the opposite side and intim and flamethrower everything down.
In theory, you wouldn't even have to... You wouldn't have to int him, just to taunt do it.
So long as he follows you for the duration of the flamethrower, sure.
Once he's started casting, he doesn't change target.
Yeah, you'd have to do it, like, when I say 5 seconds, you be behind, intim, and then just take the flamethrower. That'll prevent that That'll
totally
prevent
doable.
improved pathing from screwing us up like it did there. And you guys are all going to reset stacks across the mid phase for the most part. Alright, let's actually see mid phase, guys. So Sio is not going to be as aggressive with squirts. What is going to be the plan? Do we need a melee assigned? Or can off tanks? It seems like so long as there's no hook shot, off tanks can be doing useful things. You can bring the squirt to the back and squish them.
I have been trying to already bring Squirt to the back.
I've been doing the same thing.
Okay, great. So long as that's happening, we should be covered with two off tanks. If you need help, call and I'll assist. And I'll keep an eye on it. If there just gets to be too many up there, I'll swing back. Okay, Terrence, it's on you.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Get ready to interrupt.
Interrupt.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, move quickly here. Orb is gonna have to be off of him. Yeah, off of him. Just get in the orb. Clear. Yeah, that's a good position. Quickly.
This is me.
Defender.
So enough, I think this is where they want them back.
Big heals, big heals. Light bearer, flip it. Good. Okay, orbs are popping. We're gonna have to take them away from the pools, away from the... Not enough by JB.
You can't move in, Silas.
You can move in.
He was in the other one and moved out of the circle.
Yeah, you can't get tethered. I mean, I like the idea of orbs on boss. It's just causing too many problems. We're going to take the orbs to and then we're going back on the boss. Like, we were actually in mid-phase before we were trying these shenanigans. Once things get a lot crisper and cleaner with squirg and tank positioning, we may be able to move back to that. I want orbs away from any ink pools. I think the issue there was that we didn't have enough people on JB, and then on top of that we had a couple squirg pop right before the Chaos Orbs, which caused a lot of damage.
Alright.
Okay, step forward. Don't get trapped. Let's go.
Holy crap, okay.
Let's hold it there.
Pyroflame.
Yeah.
Interrupt, interrupt.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, orb is going to be going away, remember.
I got rooted outside of it.
Orb
Another
away.
explosion.
Oh, good.
Mrs.
Damn it.
Nephew, what's up? Why are your intims not working?
Another corpse to feed the void within me.
Are they overlapping with tongues? I mean, that's the classic case where an intim doesn't do anything.
Not intiming when he's just going into orb phase and just standing there doing nothing. Point.
You choose life? Well, there's no accounting for taste.
Like once he starts casting orb, he just stands there for like 7 seconds doing absolutely nothing.
Well, so I think the reason to do it then, even though you're not going to be able to move him, is that we'll have greater predictability about who might get targeted for Chaos Orb. Like, Jamie and I think have both been targeted for Chaos Orb when we're not at the top of the threat table. And what we don't want is a situation where, you know, you get the Chaos Orb, but it's your turn to pick him up. And then we have a tank sitting there with a lot of stacks of Ren because you were sitting on your intim. I mean, at another point in the fight, I can understand not casting it yet, but right,
Yeah,
there,
well,
we
there's
wanna,
no reason.
right there we want to be able to make a tank swap, so...
Well, let's get the intim out early. So it's clear it is. Alright, tanks, it's on you.
Pulling in 3.
Step forward, guys. Step
2,
forward.
1.
Good.
Interrupt.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stay close. The beast be about.
You were out. Thank you.
That was
way too far. What the hell?
You said orb should go to the middle of the room.
No, just out of the...
No.
And you have to plant so people can get in there and save you.
Surprised no one died there.
Yeah, if you had clipped somebody, if they were inside and it's about to pop. You gotta get the...
I think you're right.
Beware. What be this lover's flavor?
Flamethrower 10. There's flamethrower. Okay, stop squishing square. We have to deal with the chaos orb.
Witness the fury of the cosmos. The feast be about to begin.
Somebody squished a bunch.
I said stop squishing square. The point was to not have those pools and not have the damage.
Who's up next in the rotation here?
Me.
Okay, we are squishing. Squish. Get these last. Okay, get ready to collect as much as you can.
Another corpse to feed the void within me.
This is so hard.
I got 2.
5, 4.
Yeah, I got 1.
2, 1.
I got 2.
And I think I figured out. So those lines, those red lines are actually really, really useful. Once I figured out how they were working. How many did we get total?
We got it down to 19.
19, okay. So yeah, we got to get more people getting to 2 there. In order to see that, we're going to have to get to the mid phase. So we want consistent mid phases. To clarify, the Chaos Orb just needs to be towards the middle. I want it outside and away from Squirg. When an orb is spawning, do not squish Squirg. Every time you pop one, it does additional damage. We cannot be getting hit on top of the Chaos pops.
How do you know how many orbs we collected overall?
The boss has a buff that gets removed every time you stop it.
Oh, okay.
We're about to finish, but if you gotta go. We're just practicing. Do we have our tanks?
Yeah, we don't have the wagons.
Right, step forward, please. Take, you don't want your trap. Okay, good.
Pulling 3, 2, 1.
Alright, since this is last pull, we are going to try Sio's suggestion. Which we're going to hold for flamethrower interrupts to see if it interrupts mid-fin. Problem is, we're going to have to actually have most everybody alive. So we'll gauge it. Focus on survival, please. Interrupt.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Big one pop behind tank.
That was tanks. Damn. I was watching behind. That's what. Yeah, I thought we were actually doing really well with Squirt. I didn't see that one. Add-on can help with that too. Can draw.
Run out, guys.
Yeah, just when you run out of the slash kill, save time.
I tried rolling out with IA, but that doesn't help.
Poets are waiting to write of your heroic
It can draw a line. So, like at 20 seconds, if a Squirg is still alive, then it can draw a line to him, and then the line can change colors. Would be the idea, and we could tweak the time. The idea is that there aren't lines until things are bad. But we can definitely capture the spawn and then how long they've been up. Alright, we'll give it another pull here since that one was nice and quick. Okay, tank's on you.
Okay, waiting for me. Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
I think we may also want to assign stoppers, like go.
Ready to interrupt? Interrupt.
We'll have to think about that.
Yeah, it's really difficult. You can't have it be more than like 5 steps.
5, 4, 3,
They all died during the orb.
1.
Stay close. The feast be about to begin.
This is me.
Beware. What be this lover's flavor?
And throw.
Behind him again. Got plenty of clear space.
Chill.
Beware. What be this lover's flavor?
3 on tanks.
Okay, squish him. Let catch up, let healers catch up.
Fury of the cosmos.
5, 4,
Watch the flame.
3, 2,
He heals him, Jay.
1.
Okay, this is the last set of square. Do not jump or pop anymore. Help. Get in.
There's one on the west orb.
Tank should pop that. Q, you should pop that.
This one right here, right?
Yeah, that
Okay.
one's...
Yeah, there were 7 people there at the end. Yeah, there was one that was popped right on that one orb. That should be calm.
I mean, that one was popped and then the orb went there.
Yeah, I know. Or it was just placed poorly. Practice, guys. You managed to get there.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Another corpse to feed the void within me.
Alright, that's going to be it for tonight. So if you have comments on the strat that we're working on here, I do want to confirm that we like kiting over Pi. We may revisit Pi as a different way to do this, but I think kiting is working all right. And then yeah, brainstorm mid-phase is something that we need to do better.
Mid-phase might be more doable if we had people arranged into quadrants.
Well, I mean, it's not like there's scarcity. Like, people just aren't getting up there, period.
Yeah.
And for that, we just need more face time with it. For that, we need to come up with strategies that get us to mid-phase more consistently. Yeah, I only managed to live
Sounds
to
like a
mid-phase
personal
twice.
problem.
I had. We got to have the whole group getting there so that we can get the practice.
I don't know, man. Clearly. Yeah, that ticks for 12k, yeah. You don't want any of that. Right. I don't know, is it a good price if you die? 'Cause then it means I'm not able to heal you for any damage you take. Yeah, but if you're dead, they can't. But they can't heal you then. If you're dead, right?
It's like cleaving. You don't have an additional mob to cleave, but instead it's heal.
I don't know, man. If you get like one shot, essentially, like it's not really their fault. Like us tanks, we get destroyed by that flamethrower. Imagine you. I mean, it's the equivalent of having like 2 decomps on you.
So Neff, JB, I want to give feedback. Was that too demanding on tanks? The kiting. It didn't. It seemed like we were trying to ask too much.
I don't.
Some of it we can adapt to. Like I just don't think Chaos Orbs on boss is reasonable with the kiting strat.
Yeah, that's not reasonable at all. There's
like we could try and have them close for cleave, but like just the ink pulls are not being managed well enough for us to.
Well, the problem is like Chaos Orb goes out before the next flamethrower, so now you have all the pools that are forming and filling up the area around the boss. So if you drop an orb close, that means the outer quadrant of it is going to be filled with the squirg pool. And now once we start moving, we have probably about 2 to 3 squirgs that are about to pop. So maybe we don't need an entire group to go into the Chaos Orb. Maybe like designate 1 or 2 people to stay outside to pop the squirgs. Cutting though seems fine. The overall picture.
Do you want logs?
I'm already sending it.
Yeah, I would